Welcome to the WBC Arena. Excited to be here for this one. I'm Todd Grisham. And here with me, my broadcast colleague, it's Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
It's time for our tale of the tape. First, Buster Douglas. You know the name. Pulled off one of the most famous upsets in all of sports when he knocked out Mike Tyson in Tokyo, Japan. It's the Brown Bomber Joe Louis, one of the most historically important fighters of all time.
This is going to be an intense standoff before the fight starts.
So now let's go into the ring for the official introductions. Here's the classy Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, from Columbus, Ohio, in the United States, here is an undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, introducing James Buster Douglas. Fighting out of the blue corner, an iconic longtime world champion who defended his title for a record of 12 years, introducing a heavyweight champion of the world, the Brown Bomber, Joe Louis.
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when the opening bell rings.
This is the night. Everybody's looking forward to this night. The heat, the atmosphere, you could cut it with a knife.
So they stare into each other's eyes one final time, touch gloves, and get prepared for battle. We're expecting an all-out offensive display. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. Big whiff with the right hook. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be honest. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think like, concentrate.
Punch, counter punch. Tried to score with that hook, but missed. That left hook doesn't find its target. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Incredible work rate. Big hook doesn't land. When you're at such a reach disadvantage, you've got to find a way to work on the inside.
You've done that before. Use your wrist, use your feet. Frustrate the opponent. Make a mistake.
So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Insane action. You'd like to see more jabs. That counter punch, despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. The Brown Bomber in some trouble. Let's talk about about Douglas in that last round? Well, it's no secret who has the advantage. And there's the bell for round 2. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? Excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well, we know what the game plan is going to be for this fighter. He's got to stick and move and avoid the big shots from the bigger man.
There's an old saying, a good big one will always beat a good little one.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Big swing and a miss with the hook. Positives and negatives in the heavyweight division are the same. You can win the fight with one punch, and you can lose the fight in one punch. Nope, that hook won't score. No rest for the weary. He's a heavyweight, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go, and it's just bouncing up and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
A big whiff with the right hook. Defense is not an option for these two. That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. Looking to land the hook. Swing and a miss with the hook. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Douglas in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent.
There's the bell to start round 3. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well, Johnny, I know it's still early on, but have you been surprised by anything you've seen?
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
He missed with that jab. So much firepower here. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. This is a battle royale between two heavyweight bombers. You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. And Buster Douglas goes to the canvas. And as you can see here, a picture-perfect punch did the trick.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
Can't believe they managed to beat the count, but that could be the last hurrah.
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
That left hook missed. With that jab. They exchange punches. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Let's talk about Douglas in that last round. What a huge moment. There's the bell to start round 4. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
One punch could change everything in this battle. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
You're getting in there with somebody that's so fast, you're prepared to take a lick it because you've got to get some before you get him close.
Missing with the hook. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. The straight right just misses. Perfect counter lands. Well, Johnny, as you know, there's a fine line between... And down goes Douglas. Let's watch this again. He set it up perfectly and knocked him down.
That's lights out right there.
Well, they're back up now, but they've got to be cautious. Cannot afford to trade back now, can they, Johnny?
Got to waste time. Get set behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it, because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. That's a lot of points to lose in the round.
At the halfway point, there's no doubt who's won this round so far.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Buster goes down. We need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
talk about Douglas in that last round. They get 1 minute between rounds. This fighter wished it was 10 minutes after being... On to the fifth we go. Is this the beginning of the end after 2 knockdowns last round?
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
That left hook missed. They exchange punches. Away that right hook. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these 2 boxers, Johnny?
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. And he misses with that jab. His stamina is off the charts. The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? This is the heavyweight division. 1 punch could end this fight.
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to restrain him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use brain over ball.
What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Douglas in that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
There's the bell for round 6. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
That counter shot lands. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. The straight right just misses. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Nice exchange here from both men. That counter shot lands. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations, and they throw them non-stop.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Nice stop, but that won't score. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. When are we going to see a jab from these two? This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Douglas in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that. Here we go, it's round 7. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Well, Johnny, we're in the early stages here. What have you seen so far?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
He threw a punch and just got countered. So he's going to taunt here. I don't know if that's the wisest strategy. Nope, that jab is not going to score. And we may see an early stoppage here. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What will they do? What will they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Beautiful. I wouldn't be surprised if they stopped this fight considering the swelling and the bruising. So time back in. Let's keep fighting. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. We're a couple rounds in. What are you seeing so far?
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
Both men step back for just a moment. Nothing back here in the round. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Douglas in that last round. I promise you, all 3 judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who. There's the bell to start round 8. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
You've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Nobody home with that hook. Swing and a miss with the right hook. One of the all-time greats, Joe Louis, is down. Now that is a massive knockdown. So they're back on their feet, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into.
And Douglas goes down. I think that will look even more dramatic in slow motion.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
So time to go celebrate after a knockout win here.
Oh, what a shot. What a shot. You see shots like that in the gym. At least for once, this is on TV. Thousands around the world saw that shot. They probably even heard it.